KC Nick's PK52, the Saturday morning meeting. Hey, an exclusive. Don't get to do this very often, but I'm sitting here in Toyota Plano with the all-new general manager here, and let me give you a little background and segue into what we're doing right here. There's a lot of you out there that watch me 30, 40, 50 years old. You got kids, they're thinking about what they're going to do with the rest of their life. And if you sit back and think about it a second, the trades have gone away. I mean, everybody's looking for mechanics. We're looking for master mechanics, motorcycle, boat industry, car industry. And Dean is really kind of a pioneer in some things that he did while he was at Hudson Toyota. So let me do this. Let me introduce you right now and let you guys hear exactly what his thought process was about creating the youth and the next future of all of our mechanics. Dean Ciccarelli, General Manager. Did I say that right?
You did.
Man, it's tough to get that name. General Manager here at Toyota Plano. So if they read Toyota Today, obviously they featured you in one of the magazines. So when you put together the program, tell them about the program and why you started it there. It's really impressive.
So I was looking for skilled technicians, and they're very difficult to find. And then I said to my service director, I said, why don't we just hire some off the street? And what I found was that technicians are just either not available, they stay places long term. So that's when I started to figure out all the pieces of the puzzle and go around and talk to all the younger technicians and ask them, you know, did they get their ASEs that they need to get advanced in their career? And there was little or no interest in education. So what I did is kind of made a game out of it, where if they did get their ASEs, they were compensated with tool cards, or they were given some other prizes, and just be engaged in the learning experience. Because if you think about it today, you know, you read automotive news and you look at all these different articles on the internet, and you're talking about self-propelled cars, you know, cars that are fully automated. You're talking about hydrogen fuel cell cars. You know, the future is so dynamically different than what we are today that we need to start training for tomorrow. So I looked at that as a positive, and I went back to the workforce and said, listen, you know, this is what I think we can do. So we picked a couple of quality specialists that were very excited about helping educate the youths in the service department. So we had structured training at nighttime, which I paid them their time, you know, while they were in the classrooms, and we tailored the training to meet each individual's ASE that they were going to test for.
Let me stop you right there. Okay, let me give you, here's one of the biggest things is I've got to pay to go to school. And a lot of people can't pay to go to school. They'll try to get some kind of scholarship. I was talking to one of the T10 schools which develops a lot of our Toyota technicians, and they said, you know, 20 years ago, we would start right in and do a brake job on a car. He goes, now we start with identifying what the tools are. So kids are really not programmed from high school to jump into this career. And what Dean did is not only did he pay for their education, he paid for them on the job to learn. So you had quite a few guys take advantage of this, right?
Yeah, many successful cadets became loop technicians, and within a year's time they had at least 2 ASEs. We had one technician that made it to B status in less than 2 years with 6 ASEs.
Wow.
So
anyway, you know, it's very rare that I get a chance to do an interview. You know, you guys can follow this online. Obviously, everything that's been done is verified online. But think about where you're working in your store, and think about the most valuable thing for any sales associate or any BDC associate is that retention of the customer. If the customers come back to us a second or third time or bring a family member in, we don't have to sell cars anymore. We just find what they need and deliver the cars. Service and fixed operations are the greatest retention tool in the history of the car business. If they stay in your service drive for the next 5 years, you get every one of them back. This is Dean Ciccarelli, the brand new General Manager of Toyota Plano.
take care, everybody.
Saturday morning meeting, PK52.